Okay, welcome to part 7. This will be, what is this one? Death Labs or something like that. And Fight Night. So, basically, what I should tell you first is this part's fairly derogatory and simple. You just follow this by doing what I do here. At the start when I get down the lift, and also when I start Fight Night for the first time, I guess it's more of a habit in nearly everyone because of how, when you're playing on Purist for the first time, you don't know what you're doing. It's kind of difficult, but yeah.
Something needs fixing here.
Pretty much just restart the checkpoint, even if you don't get spotted or die or whatever. Just restart the checkpoint, because most of this guide is probably going to reflect the path that the enemies will be taking upon restarting the checkpoint, and not actually the path they would take if you start from the story. Believe it or not, they change once you reset the checkpoint. They go back in certain positions that are completely different sometimes to what they were when you just go straight in from the main menu. So basically about here, as soon as you get off the lift down here at the end, you'll notice, and this is just evidence really right here, but as we're going down here you'll see a little cutscene that is skippable to show Dr. Green testing the thing and doing what he does. As you can hear and see on the subtitles, he's doing his countdown there, and we are still stuck on the lift. So basically what happens is, once you get off the lift here, just walk forward a touch just to make sure that it's saved, I suppose. Or even just run out in the open and get shot down, doesn't really matter. Once you do that, restart the checkpoint. As you see, I'll just crop it in there, and you will notice that if you did exactly what I did here, and you didn't restart the checkpoint, the enemies wouldn't be in the exact same position as what they are for me. So I would advise that you just do that from the start. Just go up the ladder there to the left, pick up the knife, although we won't be using it, and it's not really a big deal. You won't be using it at all, to be honest. But I did anyway, because I'm just like that. Get up when he turns his back, and wait for these two guys to eventually pass. That one will go first, the other one should continue on around the corner. When he does that, move out to the left and just stay down, and don't run, of course. So we just sit here basically, move around the corner a little. Once we do that, the two guys here will be having a conversation. Once again, another set conversation, so they won't have it until you get in the vicinity of them. So basically, once they turn their back to you, just start walking. You should be fine from this point. You won't be spotted by anyone on the way there. So just walk behind him, and he will turn his back to the right. So he'll turn to the right. So he's not any worry to catch you. By then, they should have moved, and you should be free to walk in. I think I almost got spotted there, but not to worry. It's not too far in. Anyway, just don't worry, I was just checking initially to see if there was more enemies on Purist, but there's not. So, basically just pick up the proximity detector, and there's a disguise there. This disguise will obviously aid you in, well, I don't really know what it'll aid you in, to be honest. If anything, maybe Dr. Green can't spot you and the yellow scientists can't spot you. Wait for them to walk away from the security station, disable that. That is an objective, so you have to do that, and don't forget it. Once they walk out the door, they won't return. I think I take a while here, but what you want to do is just in front of us is the way we are going to assassinate Dr. Green. It's simple. It alerts them, but by the time he gets to it, because he's got his peg leg, we are pretty much long gone, so there's no drama there. Just wait and wait and wait. Well, you don't have to wait. I'm just waiting because I didn't really know what I was doing. This is actually the first time I'd got up to this part on Purist difficulty, and I expected it. After playing it on normal and whatnot and hard, I'd expected it to be a lot more difficult, but it turns out it was really just the same. Anyway, grab that guy, dump him in there, make sure you subdue him. If you kill him, that's a heavy penalty on your score. Once you subdue him, then you can use that proximity detector you picked up before to alter the mine there, and he will kill himself on that while checking it out. Take his uniform, because that's basically your escape tool. There is no yellow scientist to really worry about. It's mostly just guards, so once you have that, you can basically just waltz along and escape. Okay, so basically just walk all the way down the left or the right or wherever you want to go. Probably try to avoid the top right corner, but other than that you should be fine. Don't worry about that alert. That's simply Dr. Green getting eliminated. When he does, just catch the ladder down and just walk straight across. Be a little mindful of the two scientists right there. They may or may not they may or may not spot you. They didn't for me, but you never know. And exit the level. Moving on to the next one, decontamination. This one is really simple. Okay, so yeah, like I said, really simple. Once again, same thing, restart the checkpoint. Upon starting, the enemies will be in a different spot. The bonus of having the scientist outfit from the last mission is that it helps you to get through this one quite easily. Just wait for that guy right there and do your best to go through there. This might be a bit of luck involved, but for the most part it's quite simple. All you have to do is get past those first two scientists, the one in the locker and the one on the basin to the left. Once you've done that, disable the security system. There is evidence on the table in there. You could probably just go and waltz and pick that up. I'm not sure, I just did. Yeah, go through there, the vent in the bathroom upon completion, and then bang into the last one, R&D. Now, when I initially started playing this, I thought, wow, this is actually going to be pretty difficult, but it turns out it was not so difficult. This was actually probably the easiest mission that I've encountered, or one of the easiest in the past, say, half a dozen. So yeah, surprisingly easy. This one, probably because of the amount of disguises and the way that the enemies are split up here, you'll notice. Now, this is fairly time sensitive, so if you are following this guide, and if you are using it to do it yourself, there are multiple ways you can take out the first Doctor, but I did this because it's the fastest method for me. But it basically involves you walking down as fast as you can. If you can follow this video to a T, speed-wise, then you probably got a chance. But if not, you'll notice how absolutely close I was to, I guess, being spotted. So you'll notice that I grab it and I run. And I quickly run down to one of the doors just below the lab with the hair grower, or whatever it's called. I quickly run up and I crouch just before it so I don't get spotted, and I just quickly throw that in there, even though the Doctor sees me right there, and I walk away and he will set his head on fire. So that's very good. Like I said, that could be a luck thing. You can try it until you get lucky, or try it till you get better, but it's probably not recommended for someone that's not really aware of what's going on in terms of the level. I'm pretty aware of where I'm going, of course,
Everything is
so
secure.
that
No
helps
one's
quite a
gonna-
bit. So to stroll down all the way down the stairs of the silo and go to the right side, it is the safer side because there are quite a few researchers on the left. As you move through here, don't worry about that spot, that wasn't me, that was Dr. Valentine dying, but yeah, hold your instinct past those guys. You should have plenty of it from the people that you've taken out in the past missions. And just sit on this console to see, you should be quite safe for pretty much the remainder. What we're going to do is kill him in the steam. So you'll notice that I spot him up to make sure where he is. Once I find out where he is, I will be waiting for him to come over to the left here, where the sheet is and where that fellow, the researcher and the guard are on the left. Basically, yeah, what we are waiting to do is hit the,
Oh, gee.
hit the
Hits on a bull.
valve, excuse me, hit the valve right in front of us. That will make smoke come out for about 30 seconds. When the smoke comes out, you can just walk up and casually just use your fibre wire on him and then toss him over the edge. As you'll see, he has moved over, or he is about to. There is also evidence over to the left on near that the bench. So if you want to get the evidence during this smoke section, that would be quite easy enough to do. It's just right there to the left behind that bed of sorts. So basically, yeah, just hold on to him with your fibre wire, toss him over the edge and he'll fall down. And once you do that, you just hit the bridge and wait for that to extend. But as you do that, you can basically just sit on the console that you were on before and you shouldn't have a problem getting spotted. I do walk around here to avoid it because that guy turns, but even then I'm not sure he would actually do anything because they can't spot you when you're a researcher. Okay, so bridge is almost up, and when it does come down, I just wait for it to come down and off I go to the exit. That's pretty much all the killing. Just remember the restart checkpoints thing that I was explaining to you. You could probably use it on every mission. I probably should have said that at the start, but I wasn't quite aware of it. Yeah, but next we move on to probably one of the more frustrating ones. One similar to, I guess, Rosewood in the fact that there's so many enemies that it seems the only logical way to get through it is to assassinate everyone you can find. Quickly move to the left, do it as fast as you can. Make sure you go around the left side of the rail there. If you don't, you will most likely get spotted. If you jump up here and they start to spot you, just move to the right. You move as far as you can to the right on that ledge, your spot will go down. So yeah, basically just walk up here and sit on the corner and wait. As you're doing this, bam, take him down with a silent subdue on the corner. When you do that, grab him and throw him in the bin right next to you. Also strip his disguise, it will help a little bit for the time being, just so you can walk across places without being spotted initially. Yeah, so walking across, we will be going to get the evidence. So there's a guy in the corner here, just quickly get in cover, subdue him on the corner. When you do that, pick up the evidence just to the left of him if you want it. There's no harm in getting it. And then drag his body back a touch. Oh, actually no, drag it all the way. Sorry, well, Drag it all the way into the bin. This will help you with your timing, because by now the guard will be walking past. Quickly subdue, will use your fibre wire. It will help get him down faster and more silent. But once you do that, just leave him down and go and Garrett the other fellow over here. And by now we should be fairly safe to drag him over here. Throw him in the bin. The reason we're going to drag these guys over in the bin obviously is to save points, and you want to save some spaces in the other two bins back up near the caravan, just in case. I got lucky on this run. I'm not sure if the same thing would happen to you, but for it, like, to be honest, it just seems just like one of those things where, you know, you throw something and you never know who's going to come for it. This actually isn't the quickest way or the best way score-wise to do this mission. The only reason we're doing it like this is because it makes the second part of this mission hilariously easy, as opposed to getting spotted a million times, which I was actually trying to experiment with because it seemed like a better way of doing it. Okay, so as you saw, I threw the hammer over in that corner and I quickly Garrett this fellow. When I do that, just dump him in the bin behind. Now, I mean, when you're throwing the hammer, or you'll be repeatedly throwing the hammer at least. I actually almost got spotted here when I was throwing it, so just be wary when you're throwing these hammers. Maybe even go around the back side of that cover, or stay on the van, but don't do what I just did there. That was a bit silly. I almost got spotted. I'm surprised I did. Yeah, so to my surprise, the Patriot was actually there. You can fibre wire or kill him, because he actually doesn't count as a civilian. So that is quite alright. We take him out and obviously take his disguise, and once you have his disguise, you are basically home free and you can't be spotted for the rest of the mission. So yeah, that pretty much about does it for this mission, really. I mean, I go in the wrong door here. Yep. Yeah, this is pretty much all just straightforward stuff. Cutscene, if you will, quick time events with the fight with Sanchez. The one thing that I do on this, and that you can take advantage of, and that got me first place, was the fact that when you want to dress this guy, you can go and get the evidence without being spotted at all. You can basically run around the whole entire map in here and not be spotted whatsoever, no matter where you go.
Yeah, kick his fucking enormous fucking mech.
Remember me. You? Impossible! Victoria, where is she? I tell you, look over there. I can make it hurt a lot worse. The sheriff has a courthouse, but you don't want trouble with him, no. You don't fight clean like me. I choose my own trouble. You know I can't let you live.
Okay, so obviously get past that and witness him getting completely destroyed by 47. And as he does, you put the mask back on, and now I kind of just thought to myself, hey, I'm not going to get the evidence to see if I can get their score. Started going the wrong way, hilariously. Did not remember this, but it was also a good test as to whether or not I will get spotted. And I did not get spotted, so from there, yeah, take the left hand door first, of course, as you're walking out. Yeah, basically just walk up the stairs, come in this room, listen to them talk shit about you, even though they're the ones that are your groupies. They still talk shit, even though I just completely destroyed someone twice the size of anyone. Yeah, so walk out one way again, with them getting lost. And yeah, basically just proceed to the exit, and this will be it. Okay, so thanks for watching this part 7 was it? I am almost getting there, and yeah, just leave a like, sub if you want to see some more, and thanks for watching, take care.